Morning guys, how we doing? Friday morning, Friday vibes, love Friday. So I hope you're well, and as we go into day 14, God, we're getting ever nearer to the big time. Hope those presents are wrapped. Hope you got your missus all the stuff that you need and the kids. So I'm going to wrap this weekend, and then I was just going to use the pun of wrap it up, and that's me done for Christmas. Right, listen, day 14. Here's the next small win for you for 2019. And actually, ironically, today's is about introducing small wins in everyday life, okay? Now, I think that obviously, when we want to change like immediately. We want that end state right away. And I remember when I joined up in the Marines, and you kind of know that you've got 32 weeks ahead of you of really hard work. And the transformation from going from being just a 23-year-old civilian lad to becoming a stone cold killer Royal Marine in 32 weeks is going to be very, very tough. It's a tough transformation. A lot of the things that I would have to change, and did change, was physically, mentally, the way that I thought, the way that I conducted myself, controlling a lot of my emotion and channeling a lot of that into my transformation. You know, and it was a transformation. If there was a before and after picture, you probably see a difference. You probably definitely see a difference. Now you think about physically from day one, going into the Royal Marines, we have to build up a certain way of building up fitness of a Royal Marine recruit. Now, when I was a physical trainer, my job role was to make sure that from the lad from day one to the lad that finishes at day 32 was ready physically and mentally for duty, Royal Marine duty, as soon as they go out and do their thing. Now, there has to be small wins along the way, small stepping stones to reach, milestones to get to. So for the first 9 weeks, when lads come into training for Royal Marines, they do 9 weeks worth of gym work, and that's not your gym with your weights, but we used to call our hall gym. So it's all on body weight stuff. It's sprinting, it's interval training, it's core work, sit-ups, pull-ups. Everything's own body weight, everything's cardiovascular, everything's in interval training. So we're building up these lads to get to a certain level of fitness by week 9, and then we have a pass out. And if that pass out's successful and as a troop they pass, they're on to the next phase. And the next phase is going down to bottom field, which is disgusting. But it's a salt course. It's a higher level of fitness. You start wearing webbing and your rifle when you're running. You're carrying a man on your back 200 metres. You have to do that in like 90 seconds with all of his kit on. Climb 30-metre rope with all of his kit on. Do the assault course in a certain time, which I can't remember now. And then doing a regain over a tank. But they're all small wins along the way. Okay, it's all progressive. And then from there, we then go on to more combat type of fitness. Then we get ready for the commando tests, which are 4 unbelievably difficult tests. Okay, so it's all progressive. It's all going up. And I think this is where, when we think that we want to change, and we do want to change, this is where the progression comes in, right? So we have to introduce very small wins, new habits, new patterns, new routines. But along the way, we have to pick up, probably don't need that on, but along the way, we have to pick up small wins, very, very small wins. So let's give you an example. Let's just say you're starting out, it's January the 2nd, and it's day 1 in the Brotherhood. All right, the best thing that I expect for guys to do is to switch on their app, their training app, the Dad's Coach app, and they look at the workout and they think, oh, there's 6 rounds here, all right, so I just need to achieve half of that. okay, it'll just show up and do 2 rounds, 2 sets. And the thing is that because they're trying to build up a small win, it's just about doing, it's just about starting. So that small win is huge. Now, if you carry on that routine for 6 weeks, but each time you add another set, you have less rest, you smash the workouts, you feel you're getting stronger, you're building it up, all those small wins are going to eventually lead to a bigger win. And then that bigger win could be a stone of body fat gone. It would change the way that you look, change the way that you feel, you'll wear different clothes, your self-esteem will go up, your confidence will go up. So you can see all of those small wins, bang, 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 big win. Small win, small win, small win, small win, bang. And that's how I feel that people best progress, people best grow. And I think that's, that's super important to realise and understand. Instead of overwhelming yourself, trying to change everything at once, you kind of have to look at this, over a longer period of time. This is why I say it's all about the longevity. It's all about the long-term goals, because we've got so much to achieve, so much to change. It's very difficult to change a pattern and a habit. Whereas if you take lots of little small wins along the way, you are more likely to achieve much more bigger wins. I think that if we just understand that process and we build up that process, okay, it allows us to become more understanding and more self-aware about what's going on around us. We put less pressure on ourselves, less obligation on ourselves, and we know if we're not growing, we're dying. And that's what we want to make sure that we're doing. We're growing all of the time, guys. So, day 14, introduce small wins to your 2019. Okay, record them, make a note of them, keep them in your journal. We've already talked about journaling. And watch those big wins come along. I promise you, if you hound at it, if you hustle at it, if you get it going, you're going to succeed in exactly whatever it is that you want to succeed in life. Fitness, health, business, relationships. The small win application applies for anything. Small wins is like communicating better with your wife, taking some flowers to see her, embracing her more, showing her that she's the main priority. And all of those little small wins, it comes from feeling a lot more happy and content in your relationship. I'm not a relationship counsellor, by the way, but I can tell you from experience and from having worked with a lot of guys that we've tried this with, and it's helped. Reintroducing the communication is fundamentals for a relationship. Making your spouse or your partner feel that they are the priority. It's something that we fail to do a lot of the times, but I'm not going to go down that road right now. But small wins, 2019. Introduce small wins. For 2019. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. I'm going to see you Saturday and Sunday, because obviously we're going to keep up this sequence of days leading up to Christmas Eve. If you are listening on a podcast, please do drop us a review. I massively appreciate it. If you're watching on Facebook, do drop us a share. And this is the last day to claim the Brotherhood offer. 4 months for the price of 3. Don't miss out, guys, honestly.